So I have a lot of schoolwork to do, and naturally that means I have a lot of procrastinating to do, so I decided, while I'm procrastinating, while I just upload a battle, killed two birds with one stone. So here I am, uploading a battle while I should be doing schoolwork, and, yeah. So this is actually an OU battle I had against my friend Oliver, who, I don't know, we just had a battle, and we decided to bring our tournament teams that we actually used in a PMP tournament. And I actually didn't get to use my team in the tournament because I did not know how to use Salve. I was a Salve newbie at the time, so I actually think I got my Politoed salved and my Dragonite salved, and I think I got the Lucario salved, but I did not get I think I borrowed a Skarmory from Oliver and a Rotom from Oliver, but I actually didn't get the Shaman salved, which was a sad thing because, it actually would have been really useful because this guy just, swept through my team with his Zapdos, which was sad. But anyways, let's get into the battle. I'm pretty sure he's going to lead off with Jirachi, but I'm not exactly sure because that's what he usually leads with since it is a Scarf Jirachi. And we basically know each other's teams, so it's not really that much of a secret. So I pretty much know what sets he is running. And here I know he's Scarf, so I'm going to go for the Trick over Volt Switch because I know he's probably going to go into something that can take the Volt Switch pretty well. And I trick it onto his Bronzong, which is awesome because, a Choice Scarf Bronzong is never really too good. And I figure he's just going to go for the rocks right now. But I'm going to Will-O-Wisp him anyways because I really have nothing better to do. I mean, I guess I could have gone into Lucario, set up a Swords Dance, but it's a little premature to, because Lucario is more of a late game sweeper, because some things it can't take out unless they're weakened, so I decided not to go into Lucario just yet, but now I want to go for the Volt Switch as he switches out, because I know he's going to have to switch since he's locked into Stealth Rocks, and yeah, he actually goes into his Politoed, which takes it not well at all, to be honest. I think it's more of a defensive Politoed instead of, a especially defensive one, but here I go into Shaman. It's, really weird happens. I guess I miss-saved it or something because it ends up at level 1 with 1 HP and it dies, so now I'm basically down 6-5, which sucks because, Shaman is actually pretty useful in some situations. We actually looked away from our DS screens at the time, and then we looked back, I was like, what happened? How did my Shaman die? But that was just a weird thing that happened. And here I go for the Thunder while he basically sacks his Bronzong because he really has nothing that wants to take a Thunder on his team, so it was pretty much my best option, and you just went into Bronzong in case I decided to go for the Dragon move or, anything, or I guess Hurricane too, but now he goes into Rachi, and I don't want to get, flinched to death or something, and I don't want to take any unnecessary damage with Dragonite either, so I'm going to go into Skarmory, because I know Skarmory walls pretty much any physical Rachi really well, so that's pretty awesome, because now I can just start, I think I set up spikes, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, I set up some spikes. And yeah, I think I was carrying Stealth Rocks on my original Skarmory, but these actually aren't the exact sets like I was saying before, because now I have no Stealth Rocker, but it's not really that big a deal, because Spikes are probably more useful in this battle, since he does have a Rachi, which it's going to get hit more by Spikes than Stealth Rocks, and it'll just be more useful overall, because, yeah, whatever. Now, he doesn't really have anything too weak to Rocks, is basically what I'm saying, but now I go into Rotom, because I'm pretty sure he's just going to go for the Scald, get some damage off of me, hope for a burn, but he doesn't get it, sadly for him, so I'm just going to Volt Switch out of here. He's just going to stay in again. He'll be able to take it just because, looking at how much he did last time, he's going to be able to take it with about half HP. And now he's pretty low, so I go into my other Politoed. Then in the actual team I had, my Politoed was a defensive Politoed. I think it was, yeah, max HP, max defense. But this is actually the only Politoed I have salved, and it's actually a Specs Politoed, so I think defensive Politoed probably would have helped me out in this situation a little bit more, just because I could have taken less from this, and I could have probably killed him with a Scald since it's raid boosted and stuff, so I didn't really need the overkill Hydro Pump. But now he goes into Rachi, and I kind of forgot that he had a Ludicolo on his team, so I was like, oh, Hydro Pump will hit anything on his team hard. And then he goes in Ludicolo, and I'm like, okay, that sucks, but I end up missing anyway, so really not that big a deal. Wouldn't have mattered anyways. And yeah, this is actually a pretty trolly Ludicolo. It's like Rain Dish, Lefties, it's got Leech Seed, Protect, Sub, I think, and then Giga Drain, so it's a lot of recovery every turn, basically. That was what he was going for there, and as you're going to see, he goes for the Leech Seed here, gets his Rain Dish back, he's back at full HP. I am kind of running low on HP with Dragonite, which is bad, but he's going to go for the Protect here, bring me a little bit lower. I'm going to go for the Hurricane, which is fine, because, it's super effective. And Ludicolo generally doesn't die to any hits that aren't super effective. And here he kind of just stays in because I guess he wasn't paying attention. Because we were doing other things at the time while we were having this battle, and he just lets Ludicolo die, which is fine, because I'm pretty sure the only thing that he would possibly want to take a Hurricane is his Rachi, and that might have been 2-hit KO'd by Hurricane, I'm not exactly sure. But now I have to switch it out, because I think I can live one more Rock Switch in. If I did my math correctly, I don't know, I wasn't calculating, I was just like, alright, let's switch out. And I actually go into Lucario, because I'm pretty sure he's going to go for the Iron Head, and he's not going to go for the Fire Punch, just because I have, you know, my Dragonite in, and it's resisted hit, and I'm going to go for the Swords Dance here. He doesn't flinch me, thankfully, and here he's going to flinch me, which is actually really funny, because I have Steadfast, so I'm not going to be able, well, I'm going to get flinched first of all, and then I'm going to get the Speed Boost, which is awesome, because, I don't know, I've never seen Steadfast, like, actually come into play. So I just found that pretty funny, but unfortunately I am going to die to Life Orb, since, you know, I'm going to take 28 damage from Life Orb, and I only had 25 HP, so that's too bad, because if I don't know, if I had maybe lefties, I could have done a little bit more work, but he does still have the Scizor with the priority Bullet Punch, so it didn't really matter that much. I could have Extreme Speeded it for, like, I don't know, probably could have done, like, 15%. But I go into Politoed and I stay in because thinking maybe I can take one because Politoed is some natural bulk and I do resist the hits. So I was like, okay, maybe I can take it. Let's just stay in. Here I go to Rotom. I make another dumb play. I go for the Will-O-Wisp. I have no idea why I did that. I mean, Will-O-Wisp really wouldn't benefit me since I can kill him off with a Hydro Pump, and the Hydro Pump is actually higher accuracy, so that would have been the better play, but I'm like, oh, Scizor at full HP, better burn it, because, you know, stuff. And he actually has Choice Banded, which is why he keeps on going for the Bullet Punch. So yeah, he's just gonna stay in here and Bullet Punch me until he tries to get, like, crit or kill me. But as you can see, his Bullet Punch after the Will-O-Wisp does nothing. And I have no idea why I just didn't go for the Hydro Pump in the first place, because now I realize that's a dead Scizor, and yeah. Because, you know, Scizor can't really take those Hydro Pump, unless it's, like, maybe specially defensive, I guess. But now he goes into his Alakazam, which is his late-game sweeper, just because it's got Magikarp and Focus Sash, so, you know, it's basically, like, stops your opponent from sweeping you, because they, let's say, like, your opponent has, like, Swords Dance Hackers, or, no, Dragon Dance Hackers, they bring you down to your Sash, you kill him with an HP Ice. But here I go into Skarmory, hoping that he'll miss a Focus Blast, and that I'll be able to break his Sash here, but, I actually love the Focus Blast, which I guess is, like, natural bulk. I'm not specially defensive or anything, so, and, yeah, I live on 3 HP with Dragonite, which is awesome, and, unfortunately, I don't have the E-Speed, because I am Specs, so, yeah, you know, Specs Dragonite with E-Speed, not very common. I mean, that would be funny if I had it, just randomly, but now he's going to be able to finish off the game with his Alakazam, and I think that's a 1-0 in his favor, I believe, because I think pretty much everything else died, so I'm going to say 1-0, yeah, it looks like a 1-0, and if I had Shaman, maybe things would have gone differently. Don't really know. I mean, I think that was my special wall. I guess I had 2 defensive walls with Skarmory. I don't really know. Whatever. Anyways, it was just a fun match. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, sub, and see you later. Bye.